Hello everyone, I'm Hina. I'm an undergraduate mechanical engineering student at Abdullah University. Right now, I'm standing in the exhibition hall of my university, and as you can see, it's a bit crowded. So, what's going on? Well, the Turkish university entrance exams that over 2 million high school students take each year have finished, and so the students who want to join AGU next semester are here to know more about AGU and the respective departments. So here in the exhibition hall of Abdullah University, we can see that every department has its own table where the department heads as well as the professors are presenting the departments to the students. Also, the welcome team is giving the students a campus tour and the laboratory tours. Would you like to know more about the AGU departments? Well then, let's go and see. Hello sir, can you please introduce yourself in a few words?
I'm Burakasi Iskender, the head of the Department of Architecture. I'm the founder chair, and we are working on to organize an international-based architecture school.
So can you please tell that why the international students should choose AGU Architecture Department? What opportunities are there for the international students in this department?
We are an international team, and we are working on very internationally actually. Our program is organized and followed by some international schools in United States and in very well-known schools in Europe, and we have now some connections in the Far East. And we have in a collaboration actually. There is lots of exchange possibilities and collaborations on research and education. So any students in national or international one have a chance to visit our partners and spend some time, take some courses or make some research in not only United States but also in Europe like Czech Republic, Hungary, Greece, France, and now there will be coming a Netherlands program. We are working on Germany, that will be soon, and there are some possibilities in Malaysia, Taiwan now, and I'm also working on a new connection in China and Japan. So this is a kind of a very well connected, collaborated international organization, a hub on architecture. And AGU School of Architecture is based on this idea. And moreover, our program is very flex. It's based on research and design. Our motto is research by design. And doing and making is most critical thing in our program. We are working our students very close. And they are dealing with and working on the global problems and how they create new challenges on them based on architectural design.
So do you also provide internship opportunities to the students?
Yes, there is lots of internship opportunities, not only in Turkey but also anywhere in the world. My 12 students in Italy now, in a very well-known architectural company, and the other 2 is in Spain, Barcelona. They're also working in a team, an international team, focused on housing facilities in Spain. And 3 of my students in Kuala Lumpur, in a construction site. Last year, 4 of them are working in Paris, in the construction of the new airport, the extension of Charles de Gaulle. So and more, we can easily find lots of opportunities in Turkey and the neighborhood of Turkey. I don't know, you can easily understand the Mediterranean basin or the Black Sea region or some kind of Turkish other countries. We have lots of good connections. It's not a problem for us. We are in contact with our students and the firms to create a very well and organized internship programs.
So AGU is a third-generation university which focuses on research, communication, and hands-on training. So how are these things integrated into the architecture department of AGU?
This is the basic agenda of the School of Architecture in AGU because the the general concept is based on design. We are putting all of the problems on the table and we work our students on the table together. The general course is architecture design course. The other ones are theoretical, and the supplementary courses are helping the students to focus on the general issues, the global issues. Teaching is a kind, how can I say, teaching is a way to focus on research actually, because we are making research in the undergraduate program actually. None of our projects or none of our design issues are very simple. We are giving some kind of complex problems, much more complex problems in time, and to organize our students' minds on critical thinking, be aware of the cultural and the sustainable issues, and create a new challenging ideas, new kind of challenging ideas on architecture. Moreover, we have very good connections with the society, and we are working with the society for the societal impacts as the basis of the university, AGU. We have very good connections with the municipalities, some NGOs, to focus on, to develop some initiatives in the beginning, for the starting point in the Kayseri, but not only in the Kayseri. We have some connections in Istanbul, or I don't know, in somewhere in Europe, with the international NGOs, to create a societal impact based on design and research. Hopefully I explained all these ones.
Okay, thank you very much for the informations.
You're welcome.
Hello, sir. Can you please introduce yourself in a few words?
Yes, sure. My name is Burak Uzal. I'm a chairman of the Department of Civil Engineering at AGU. My research area is the environment-friendly construction materials and advanced materials of construction.
So, can you please tell that why the international students should choose AGU Civil Engineering Department? What opportunities are there for the international students in this department?
All right, especially first of all, I would like to emphasize the significance of the Department of Civil Engineering and the civil engineering as a profession. The most important thing is the civil engineering profession and the construction industry has a very high significance, especially for the emerging countries and the developing countries and regions all over the world. Civil engineering is the first engineering discipline from the historical perspective, but also it keeps its importance and significance nowadays, because especially, as I said before, for the developing countries. Therefore, the civil engineering profession provides significant opportunities for international students, because all over the world there are some great opportunities for in the companies of the world leader construction industry. All right, and therefore we are providing great opportunities to take a highly qualified civil engineering education in our department, because we have highly qualified faculty members with the international experience, not only research experience but also experience with the industrial collaboration. And therefore AGU Department of Civil Engineering provides very specific and great opportunities for international students.
So, do you have partnerships with local or international companies and industries?
Yes, we have some collaborative research works and also collaborative undergraduate education studies with the local and national companies. For instance, we are developing a new industry-oriented undergraduate course for fourth-year students by collaborating with the local company in transportation area in Kayseri. This kind of course will provide some new and industrial current data to our students. And also, we have some collaborative research works with the local companies. And our national or international students may have chance to join this kind of research or development projects or education projects in order to get a qualified experience in these areas.
So do you also provide internship opportunities to the students?
Yes, actually, as the AGU Department of Civil Engineering, we emphasize the quality of the internship program, and therefore our internship duration is the 80 days totally for the whole undergraduate civil engineering education. And one of the most highlighted thing in this point is we provide a great help to our students for finding highly qualified construction companies in Turkey or abroad. All right, but this is the very critical point for the engineering internship programs. All the students should take their internship program within the highly qualified companies. In some cases, this will be very difficult. This may be very difficult to find an internship position in the high qualified companies, but and therefore, as AGU Department of Civil Engineers, we provide and help to contact with qualified companies in the construction industry.
So AGU is a third-generation university which focuses on research, community impact, and hands-on training. So are these things well integrated into the department?
Okay, yes, actually, third-generation universities concept emphasize the collaboration with the industry, not only in research, but also in education and the servicing. All right, and from this point of view, AGU Department of Civil Engineering collaborates with the industry in the research area and also in education programs. Our curriculum, we get some great helps and from the industrial companies in the construction industry to construct our undergraduate and graduate education curriculum. And therefore, and also some of our faculty members at AGU Department of Civil Engineering has some activities in the technoparks, research companies in Kayseri or any other location in the country to convert their knowledge, scientific knowledge, to the products. Okay, and also from this point of view, one of the emphasizing entrepreneurship topics in AGU Department of Civil Engineering is the sustainability, sustainable construction, and the smart cities. Sustainable and smart cities is one of the main focus topics in our department to realize the third generation university by collaborating with companies, industries, and people also.
Okay, thank you very much for the information.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Can you please introduce yourself in a few words?
Sure. I am the Department Chair of Computer Engineering. By the way, I am Çağrı Güngör and I am an Associate Professor here. I graduated from Middle East Technical University and I got my PhD degree from Georgia Tech in Electrical and Computer Engineering. And for 4 years, I have been working at AGU.
Okay, can you please tell that why the international students will choose AGU Computer Engineering Department? What opportunities are there for the international students in this department?
Okay, this is a very nice question. First of all, I can say that we only get 25 students each year, and this is very important because in small classroom environments we provide high quality of education to each student, and because compared to other universities in Turkey, our faculty members all have international experience, which means that they got their PhD degrees from United States, from United Kingdom, Spain or France. And we also provide long-term internship opportunities for our students in technological companies such as Microsoft, Türk Telekom, Turkcell, Alcatel-Lucent, and Nokia. and this is very beneficial for the students. And as for the international students, we have some students from Europe, Africa, India, Pakistan, and all of them are very happy to be here because they see that with our project focus courses and long-term internship opportunities, actually they are building very nice career, and I hope they will be very successful in the near future.
So AGU is a third-generation university which focuses on research, community aspect, and hands-on training. So how are these things integrated into the computer engineering department of AGU?
Yeah, actually this is very hard to be a third-generation university, but we can think that while we are designing our courses or while we are conducting our research, we always think about the societal impact, because as a third-generation university, we are looking for some beneficial solutions for the society. For example, right now I am working with the telecom operators, and I'm just developing a sensor which will detect the damages of the buildings after the earthquakes. And to be honest, it will be very beneficial for the society if we become successful. And since we are thinking about always the societal impact, we see that our educational and research approaches are very unique compared to other universities. And this is also beneficial for the students because while they are getting a nice education from here, they also think about society and human beings, and they try to develop some novel solutions for global challenges. And as I can also say that we have some global challenge courses which are only focusing on the some of the grand challenges which are important for the society, such as innovation, poverty, population, democracy. And while our students are getting education in engineering, they are also learning some important problems for all over the world, and they are trying to develop some engineering solutions for that.
Okay, thank you very much for the information.
Thanks again for this nice opportunity.
Thank you. Hello, sir. Can you please introduce yourself in a few words?
Hello, my name is Professor Dr. Faruk Echici. I'm the head of mechanical engineering at Abdullah University.
So, can you please tell that why international students should choose AGU Mechanical Engineering Department? I mean, how is the mechanical engineering department at AGU different than other departments in other universities?
First of all, Abdullah University is actually completely in English. We are teaching completely in English, so that's actually such a good advantage actually for the international students. And then second of all, actually, here at mechanical engineering department, most of the faculty actually got their degrees from American universities or foreign universities, or they have been to America actually for a long time. That way, actually, we really understand and know American educational system, and we really are here actually applying American educational system. And how is that different? Basically, we have a maker space. In this maker space, actually, the students are building things, physically building things. For example, from the first year of actually their education, they start actually using a 3D printer. That way, actually, they can really have an experience about actually design and drawing and calculations and physically building things. By that way, actually, they really can learn actually how to do things. That's actually our advantage. And our curriculum is also different. We really have a curriculum actually just like an American university curriculum. And by that way, actually, we really apply active learning. In that manner, actually, the students actually are really part of the learning process. By that way, actually, they can really learn the theoretical part of it actually in the classroom, and then later, actually, they can really go apply this knowledge actually in the projects and really learn it. That's actually really our main purpose and really our difference.
So, do you have any partnerships with the local or international companies?
Yes. Basically, we have actually two labs. One of them, two students' lab, in fact. One of them is this makerspace, and you can see this makerspace at make.agu.edu.tr. And the other one is actually a CNC building, and that building actually we have the partnership with Mitsubishi Electric, and how they donated us a robot, an industrial robot, and by that way actually the students can really learn in a mechanical engineering program how to make grippers, different grippers for robots, or how to program a robot. But that comes actually in the rather later courses. But how we try to actually educate our kids, actually educate our students in a rounded environment, rounded curriculum.
So AGU is a third-generation university which focuses on research, community impact, and hands-on training. So how are these things integrated into the mechanical engineering department of AGU?
Basically, we really believe actually learning by doing, and for that manner actually, we really actually try to actually make the students do projects, but then the projects actually, how the projects are actually coming from, that becomes actually quite important. For example, one of our faculty is actually working with a defense company. He is building actually special materials actually. The other one is actually working with another company for lightning automotives. She's working on composites. And I work, for example, I work with medical schools, and we are trying to actually find real problems for our students. And in the projects actually, when the students are actually working on real problems, they really can have a real experience, not synthetic experiences, real experience. And their project, final product of their projects can be applied actually at the places. And that's actually our difference. So that way, we really can have a social impact. That's actually very important to us.
Okay, thank you very much for the informations. Hello sir, can you please introduce yourself in a few words?
My name is Bülent Yılmaz. I'm a professor in electrical and electronics engineering. I'm the department head of this department.
So can you please tell that why the international students should choose electrical and electronics engineering department? What opportunities are there for the international students in this department?
Okay. Electrical and electronics engineering has a wide spectrum of areas that they can choose after graduation. For example, they can work in defense industry, they can work in medical industry, they can work in for example, automotive industry. So, as you can see in your daily life, you can see that when you are driving a car, you have lots of electronic components. When you are using your kitchen, you have lots of electronic components, lots of electronic devices, and those are the products of electrical and electronics engineers. What is special about AGU? We have a very application-driven we are a very application-driven department, which means they can come here and during the classwork they will be doing projects all over their curriculum. So in the first year, second semester, they will develop an electronic, let's say, first level, introductory level electronic device. When they go to the second year, let's say sophomore year, they will have introductory electrical engineering courses and they will have projects in each course. As they go along, they will have always projects in their courses, which is very critical for them to grasp, to understand what is the theory. That, like, they will understand the theory, and if they can practice something, they will it will be easier for them to understand the theory by application. So one thing is, we are a very application, practice-driven, practice-focused department. In almost all department courses, they will have a project which they will be working in groups as international and national students come together and develop a group. We have a student from Africa right now. They were a very nice group. They worked together. They developed an ECG system, for example, in their second year course. In another international student group, there was also a Turkish guy in that group. They developed a system which analyzes the guitar voices. So that's a very, let's say, international, national, fused groups. They develop projects together, so they work together. And in the final year, we have very industry-focused, industry-driven projects that they will form groups, and then, for example, a company will send us an idea which is necessary for their product, and then we will form groups and then give this assignment to the students, and they will develop a device or a software in order to develop their skills. So one thing, practice-based. Second thing, international and national students working together as a group. We are all internationally experienced professors. In our department, we have now 10 professors, but we are going to increase the number like 10% every year. So we will come to a 15 professor or 20 professor department in a couple of years. So that's a very nice opportunity. We all have international experience so that we understand what is like being an international student. So living in another country is a little bit tough. So we know them. We know how to be a foreigner in a country. So we help them a lot. One other thing that I should mention, if they are willing to become a researcher in the field, they can come and work with us. We have courses for students, not only for internationals, but for all students. They can come and work with us in our projects. They will learn how to make research, how to read papers, how to develop a product or a paper, a kind of article from that research project. So that's another very interesting and very nice opportunity. We also, as the third point that I would like to mention, is that if a student wants help from us in terms of internship opportunities, we have collaboration with companies in Ankara, in Istanbul, in Kayseri, in Izmir, so that we will let them go there. We will help them go to those companies that we collaborate, so that they can improve themselves with our help. So they are not left alone. Like they won't say, I can't find an internship opportunity. We will help them if they want. So that's one nice opportunity, I think.
So AGU is a third generation university which focuses on research, hands-on training, and community impact.
Right.
So how are these things integrated into the electrical and electronics engineering department?
Okay, nice question. Actually, as AGU, we would like to have our students to have an awareness about global issues. So global issues, local issues, people with problems, how we can solve problems. So we would like to assign them projects which will touch to the society. Like we don't want them to deal with some problem which is not very much related to people's lives. We would like to assign them, as I said, we have project-based courses. So those projects will be in touch with, let's say, society's problems, like health problems or environmental problems, or let's say energy problems. So we would like to have their first awareness for that in our courses. Secondly, we would like them to develop new projects in such a vision that they would like to be a solver of the problems of people. So that's something that we are trying to do in the projects that we give to the students, especially in the final year projects, which is called a capstone project. Students should have a component of a societal impact. How will this project touch to the society? How will this project affect the society? That's one thing that we are trying to do right now.
Okay, thank you very much for the information.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. If they want to get in touch with me, my email address can be easily found on the web, bulent.yilmaz@agu.tr. So they can send me an email asking if they have any further questions.
Okay, thank you. Hello, sir. Can you please introduce yourself in a few words?
Sure, thank you. I am Dr. Ali Ihsan Özdemir. I am head of business department. I got PhD in productions and operations management, and I have been postdoctoral studies in Italy and Canada.
So why should international students use AGU Business Administration Department? I mean, what opportunities are there for the international students in this department?
Sure. As AGU, we have a great advantage for international students. Similarly, in business department, we are following the same way, and we are trying to extend our collaboration all around the world, and we are expecting to have more international students, and we have students from Morocco to Kyrgyzstan and many different places we have students. We try to connect with universities and companies all around the world to provide internship and other collaborations, and we try to provide these opportunities to our local and international students. For example, we have Erasmus partnerships in Europe from France, Germany, Italy, Romania, Croatia, and we have exchange partnership from South Korea to US, from Holland to Italy, and we sent, for example, last year half of our students to Erasmus exchange program as an internship and mobility to Europe. Last semester we sent a student to South Korea, and she's attending her last year, first semester, still there. And upcoming semester we will send 2 international students to France and Germany. As you see, we have many opportunities, and international students will have chance to benefit from these partnerships and collaborations.
Hello, sir. Can you please introduce yourself in a few words?
Of course. I'm Professor Dr. Yusuf Baran. I'm the founder of Department of Molecular Biology and Genetics and the Faculty of Life and Natural Sciences. I am also the Vice Rector responsible for R&D in the university.
So can you please tell that why the international students will choose AGU Molecular Biology and Genetics Department? What opportunities are there for the international students in this department?
Sure. Well, this is first an international university based in Turkey, in the middle of Anatolia. Within this campus, we have people from 50 different countries. So you can see 50 flags in our campus. And our faculties are also quite international. So 25% of our professors are from abroad. And when you think about these 75%, they all are also coming from abroad. So although they are Turkish citizens, although they are Turks, but they all get their master and PhD and some experience after their graduation from the United States, from Ireland, Japan, United Kingdom, Germany. So our department is quite international department. We have professors from around the world, and this is the first advantage of students to come to AGU. And the second one is our infrastructure. We invested huge money for the establishment of our research laboratories, and now we have 8 advanced research laboratories in our department, and now some new laboratories are also on the way to be ready to go. So we also have very advanced research laboratories in our department. The third issue is the specification. In our university, after their second year, we provide 4 lines for our Bachelor of Science students to go. The first one is the human genetics, and the second one is bioengineering, then bioinformatics and neurosciences. So after their second year of graduation, the students can choose which line they want to focus on, they want to specialize, and then we will provide them to go for that. The fourth advantage of our department is internship. So right now we provide our students, our Bachelor of Science students, to come and join our research projects, work in our research labs, and even now we have some students in the prep school. They are involved in our research projects, so they get their results, and now we will put their name on the articles that we are going to publish from these research projects. So when they graduate from our university, they will have 5 years or at least 4 years of experience working in a research project or in a research lab. So when you think about all these together, they will earn a significant experience on molecular biology and genetics with a special focus on a certain line or on a certain research projects. I think these all together will provide a big advantage for our students when they graduate from our department.
So AGU is a third-generation university which focuses on hands-on training, research, and community impact. So how are these things integrated into your department?
Well, our department is a research department, so we have research labs and our faculties are all research-oriented. And also we want to train our student as a researcher. That's why we invite them and allow them to come and join our research labs and our research groups. So they will be a strong researcher when they graduate. On the other hand, they will have very diverse and deep classes like human genetics, like bioengineering, like neurosciences, bioinformatics, biochemistry, microbiology-like courses. And of course, in addition to theoretical classes, we also provide our students the research lab. We also provide them the lab courses, which mean when they take a genetic courses as a theoretical part, they will also have a genetics laboratory. Or when they take a biochemistry course, then they will also have a biochemistry lab course as well. Altogether, our research or our focus in department is human and human genetic disorders. So when they get these trainings, when they get these experience, and when they take these classes, at the end they will focus on a certain issue, like let's say pancreas cancer, Alzheimer's disease, rare genetic disorders, or bioinformatics. And through having all this information, they will make a change and significant contribution for the society.
Okay, thank you very much for the informations.
Yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity to introduce my department to international students. And we are very welcome to our international students to our department and our university. Thank you.
Thank you again.
My name is Untitled and I am working as a youth worker and trainer in Abdullah University, and we have this special place which is called Youth Factory, and we are serving youth information, like some activities for young people of Abdullah University, just empowering them and some trainings according to what they need.
So can you please tell some of the works of the Youth Factory?
Okay, we are providing youth opportunities, youth mobilities in abroad for all students of the Abdullah University, and we are organizing some trainings for them just to empower young people in Abdullah University, and according to their needs, just we are providing youth information for them, and we have an open office for all young people of the Abdullah University, and whatever they need, just we are trying to find and serve them.
So far, has the Youth Factory sent any international students?
Okay, maybe before explaining these details, maybe I can list the international opportunities for all students of the Abdullah University. The first one is the Erasmus Plus Higher Education Exchange. A student from Abdullah University can go any European university and study there 1 or 2 terms, which is like 6 months or 12 months. And the second one is the Erasmus Intern, that any student of the Abdullah University can go abroad and go internship. And we are providing budget for them. The third one is the Youth Exchange. Under Erasmus Plus program, we have the Youth in Action program, and any student of the Abdullah University can go participate the international activities, which is called Youth Exchange. It takes approximately like a week, around 10 days, can go and come back, and we cover all the accommodation, travel cost, visa cost if he or she needs. and young person doesn't pay anything for them. The fourth one is the training courses, and if a student is in charge of some of the clubs or the student representation, to develop the skills, competences, we can send them to training courses. And the fifth one is the European Voluntary Service. From 2 weeks to 12 months, any student can go to abroad and do voluntary service in any NGO, and we cover all the cost. And for this 5 program, any international students is assumed like a Turkish student. Just for us, the first rule to have a residence in Turkey. If international students got the residence, can use the program like a Turkish student. I mean, we don't divide them. Just for us, the most important thing is the motivation. They need to come our office or they need to apply our programs. After that, we don't have any kind of specific rule. We are open for all the international students as well.
Okay, thank you very much for the information.
Okay, I thank you. And whenever, if you have a question, you are welcome. Our office is under the other building, and whenever you come, you are welcome.
Okay, thank you. It was very kind of every head of department as well as the youth factory to answer my questions. As you can see, every department has huge opportunities for students. Also, the youth factory is a huge opportunity provider, sending many students to different European countries for training courses, workshops, or exchange programs. Also, every department at AGU emphasizes on AGU's innovative hands-on training approach as well as international mindset and academic excellence. They all look forward to welcoming new talented and motivated international students on campus. So if you would like to join AGU, you can look at the link in the description below. Come to AGU and be a part of our small world. See you soon.